And I am married. We've been married almost 2 years, come July 15th. Ding! And I'm 24. I will be 25 next month in April. And my husband actually just yesterday, March 11th, turned 28. So, to start off, I was on birth control. I think I got on birth control around 18 years old. So I had been on birth control for several years, and yeah, I got this baby boom like a year and a half ago or so, and my husband wasn't really down for it. And I understood, even though I was crazy about being a mommy. I knew that I shouldn't try to convince him. I want him to, you know, be like, I want a baby, and not me have to tell him or convince him to have a child with me. It was always in the future. He just didn't want it then. And next thing you know, my his brother's girlfriend got pregnant. I was like, oh, it wasn't planned. And it's a great surprise. And I was like, ooh, maybe this will influence him. Well, what really happened was she's pregnant. So she used to come over a lot during her pregnancy. And we would just talk about it. And finally Chris, my husband, gave in and was like, all right, we'll try. So I think we just kind of sort of convinced him. And so I was like, yay, he wants to have a baby. So I got off birth control. Well, I honestly don't remember almost a year ago. I don't remember how my periods were at the beginning of getting off the birth control. I do know that progressively just changed. One cycle would be 35, one would be 42. Oh, and let me mention, got off birth control, and literally 2-3 weeks later, I come to the realization, you know what? He's not ready for kids. We shouldn't be doing this. Like, totally not fair, right? That I am. So I realized, you know what? It's cool. Like, I can wait. So I never got back on birth control. And again, my cycles were completely random. 29 days, 35 days, 42 days. The longest was 46 days. And of course, I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. Like, sweet. Deep down inside, tried to play it off like I was like, oh no. But I was deep down inside hoping. Never was. Well, months and months and months passed, and that leads me up to basically this point. I was really excited on January 4th, when I started my period, because that cycle was, to the T, 28 days. And I was like, oh my goodness, I am now regular. Still didn't want kids from daddy, future dad, Chris. But I thought that was pretty sweet, you know. And kind of baby mode's kicking in, right? Well, ironically, Chris and I ended up having a discussion late one night, and he was basically like, yep, Megan, I am ready for a change. You know, I'm not getting any younger. I basically am ready to be a daddy. And I was elated. I was so excited. I was like, yay, okay, now I can, now I can use that ovulation kit I bought last May, you know. And the basal body temperature thermometer thingamajig. So I was like super excited. And, yay! So, yes, okay, we'll try next month, because I obviously, it was 28 days, so the 14th day, and I was like, it was right past the 14th day that he had actually decided this on the next cycle after my first 28-day cycle. So the following cycle, that's when he just said, I want to be a daddy. And so, so we were going to try obviously the next month. And I realized, gadzooks, we had sex on the 12th day, and And I told her, and she's like, oh, you were totally pregnant. You totally had sex on the 12th day. That's like a big deal. And I was like, oh my goodness, this could be cool or whatever. So I waited 28th day. No period. Cha-ching. So my crazy, crazy self went and got the clear blue digital pregnancy test, and negative. Took one, back at 2. You know, gotta always double check. So I took a couple. One day, one the other. I didn't really keep track. Negative, you know. Ew. Well, maybe the hormone just isn't strong enough yet. So I bought 2 more, like probably the next weekend, because I'm crazy and like to waste money. And negative. And then I was like, okay, maybe my cycle. Okay, obviously it's not 28-day cycle. Totally not preggo. And I was like, okay, maybe it's 35. Nope. Tested after 35 days. Nada. Then I tested, it was like 42, because the last month before was 42 days before my 28-day cycle. And the thing is Chris and I, on the 42nd day, because I didn't have my period, but during the night of the 42nd day, we had intercourse. And I had a little bit of bleeding, and I was like, hot damn, this is either my period or that phase within pregnancy that makes you more sensitive and bleed, whatever. You know probably what I'm talking about. Obviously, I haven't a clue right now. Anyways, and so I was like, yeah, okay, well, at least I have my period, and then I can totally use the ovulation kit. Like, no big deal, right? So I took a pregnancy test. Nope. Took another one. Nope. My friend, you know, who lives behind me, she was like, dude, go to the doctor. I make an appointment with her gynecologist, and I go there, and I'm like, oh gosh, so awkward, but she was so nice. Things she said, and of course they gave me a urine test. It was negative. And then she did a little thing, and I did my little thing, and she's like, okay, I'm going to send you to go get blood tests. So we'll do a pregnancy blood test and check hormones. And she basically was saying, you know, whatever it takes, we'll work something out. It's probably hormones, or, you know, people just skip a period and it just happens. And I was like, all right, right on. So I waited forever to get my blood drawn, and they gave me a nice pretty bruise on my arm. But anyways, so I was waiting for the results, and this was last month that I went to the doctor, so it was February 24th. Got my results about 2 weeks ago. Her office called, and they were like, you know what, everything came back normal. And honestly, I was disappointed, because, I mean, I knew I wasn't pregnant anyways with the blood test, so that wasn't a shock or anything. But, the whole blood test thing with the hormone levels, I was just hoping it was something kind of I'm not saying it's a quick fix, but I know now. I'm one of those people that just fester about everything and worry until I know all the facts. Like, I'm really anal. And they're like, oh, it's normal, like my hormone levels are normal, yada yada. It's, you know, good, yay, right? But what happens? So since it was all normal, my doctor decided to refer me to an OBGYN, and her only available time is March 25th. So that went from February 24th to March 25th, and it's in less than 2 weeks. And I'm like, really? Like, I have to wait, me, festering person, have to wait this long? I'm waiting until the 25th. Do you guys have any idea what they might do? Has anybody been in the same situation? So help, and I hope to hear from you, so go ahead and leave a comment. I look forward to it, and I will update you if a period comes or what happens on the 25th. So wish me luck, and can't wait to hear from you. See ya. Bye.